Hey everybody! I'm here today to show you and tell you how to maintain a chest freezer just like this one. This will be an absolutely full tutorial, so let's get right into the video. I'll be going over 4 simple things that you should be doing to make sure that your chest freezer is operating perfectly and lasts a long time. Let's get right into the video. The first thing is to clean the interior of your chest freezer at least once a year. I recommend doing it twice a year, but once a year is usually enough. Twice a year is a little bit better, so keep that in mind. When you take everything out, you're going to put it in a different cold environment, so in a cooler or a different freezer temporarily. You don't need to unplug the freezer or turn it off, just because that's actually going to waste more energy, and cleaning it doesn't take that long. Now you want to use a cleaning solution that is completely safe, because remember, you're likely storing food in your chest freezer, okay? Most people store food in their chest freezer, so you want to use a cleaning solution that's safe. What I personally use is just a damp rag. So I take everything out, okay? I use a damp rag, I wipe every surface down, and I just let this lip here dry. This little lip that connects the lid to the bottom, you want to let that fully dry. If you close the lid while that's wet, it might freeze up and you're going to have difficulty opening it up the next time. So just make sure to let it dry, but make sure your cleaning solution is absolutely safe, because you're probably storing food in there. So keep that in mind. And if you're ever in doubt, just use water like I do, because it's just water, okay? The second thing that you need to do is vacuum around and underneath the freezer, especially around the condenser coils, okay? So basically, the condenser coils are what allows the freezer to stay cold, and if they get dusty, your freezer's gonna have to work harder to maintain its temperature. So you wanna make sure to vacuum underneath and around it on a regular basis. It will get dusty no matter where you put it. Even in an environment like this where there's very little dust, it still does get dusty. So make sure to vacuum it regularly. The third thing is you want to make sure that your freezer is not too close to the wall, okay? If it gets too close to the wall, it's gonna become a little too hot, a little hotter than it needs to, because it doesn't have enough air around it. In addition, you want to make sure that nothing is directly beside it on either side when it's plugged in and running, okay? It doesn't have to be as open as this. This is a very unique situation where this is the only thing in the room, basically. However, with that being said, you should still make sure that it has some space around it. It'll keep it cool, it'll prevent the dust, and it'll allow it to last a lot longer. Last but not least is the fourth thing, which is maintain its temperature, okay? If you leave a chest freezer unplugged for a very long time, it will probably work when you plug it back in. However, things are changing, because you're unplugging it and then you're plugging it back in. You're unplugging it, you're plugging it back in. When you plug it in, it gets really cold. It's freezing, right? It's a freezer. When you unplug it, it gets to room temperature, which is lukewarm, okay? Pretty warm with the air around it. So you want to try and unplug it and plug it in as few times as possible. And always remember that there's a procedure that you have to follow when you're plugging it back in after it's been unplugged for a while. And I'm not going to go over that in this video, because this is about maintenance. However, be sure to research the direct procedure that you need to follow when you plug a chest freezer back in, or any freezer for that matter. But that's it. That is how to maintain a chest freezer. Those are 4 things that you should be doing on a regular basis. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.